everything we've seen from him, the zap and mass. I feel like Rigo's, I don't have my stats in front of me, but I feel like Rigo's triple rate is through the roof with this strategy. We're all tied here, though. This is a must-win war for both of these clans. I guess not must-win. They could still get in, but...
Exactly. Not easy matches ahead, though.
Right. You don't want to fall behind them and have pressure because, let's be honest, I'm sure these guys are already a little jittery and trying to place those troops when your jittery is crazy, but when you're coming down and you need that victory, those nerves start getting a little bit more crazy. You start getting shaky. All it takes is one little mistake, one little misdrop, and you can lose the whole war.
Yeah, but that's what these guys have been doing for many, many seasons before this and probably many more in the future. So, I mean, they can handle the pressure. Very, very impressive players every single time they take the stage. But now let's pass it over to Caribou and let's see what We Stay Active can do as he breaks out the Zap Lalo of his own. We got a little 20 giant gauntlet right there at the king. And it looks like he's just setting up with a little bit up at the very top of the base there, a hog and a balloon, trying to get that mortar under control, just testing for traps in the area there. There's the queen equipment there, just running base equipment, and warden running life gem. Like we were saying, you either see the life gem or the healing tome with the Lalo, and it kind of usually just depends on whether we're going to go through the town hall. If we're going through the town hall, I feel like most people are actually swapping over and running the healing tome so you can heal through the poison, where outside of that, I feel like most people are sticking with the life gem. So definitely still a very viable function for that life gem, even though we have all the fancy new equipment there, just sticking with the original as some of the best options here. But it looks like he does go ahead and use the lightning over to the defensive queen, waited for her to circle into position, and then he kind of missed one of the lightnings there, or did he not even have enough to take her down? I'm not really sure which there, but he does clear everything except for the air defense in that compartment. And honestly, he could have taken the air defense as well. Like, the spacing of all the buildings there did allow him to get the air defense and the...
Oh, I thought it might get the queen, the wall breaker.
Imagine, that'd be crazy. But the king goes stepping to get the job done.
Yeah, King steps up there, takes that queen out. I thought, like, the queen was hugging that wall, so I was like, oh, wall breaker explosion's going to take her down. But with King ability, he should be able to secure this town hall. Keep an eye on the single, though. Might need to freeze it. Well, I guess King will go to Phoenix, so it won't matter too much. Queen will be able to kind of circle around the outside and stay out of any danger, so that's really nice. Town hall is taken down. Queen will go ahead and circle around. That Flame Flinger still working on the top side here, and he's going to run this Lalo in and kind of cover the queen from this bottom side, going over. Actually, if he can get the RC with the queen, that would be crazy. Here come the Headhunters. Freezes in. He's going to take this Royal Champion down. You'll love to see that before the Lalo gets started.
Yeah, the Hound starts there right as the queen makes the approach into the air defense there, and I was hoping he could get the Hound to redirect there to take a better path, but he doesn't get the air defense down quick enough. That's fine. A lot of Hounds are going to stay in good positions. He's got good anchor points all across the left side of the base here for the Hounds, and he will protect them on their transition forward with that ward, but he also protect him through the poison towers. Pushing poison tower, pushing a Lalo through a double poison tower base definitely can be challenging, especially when we got the multi-infernos here. But overall, looking pretty solid here. He just needs to figure out an answer for the back-end multi-inferno, and he needs to get the monolith down so we can potentially have his Road Champion get in there and deal with it. But he's got Ricochet Cannon over the right side, and he needs to get past that. He does go invisible there with the Spirit Fox, and that does get him past there. He's got Yetis fighting off the Clan Castle troops over to the right there, and the Road Champion just walked right past them. He's got this monolith down, and he's got it. The blue step in, and there it goes. RC ability sweeps through the backside defenses, and We Stay Active. We'll pick up another triple here against this stacked roster over at United Gaming.
Royal Champion answers the call, takes down the multi-target Inferno, protects those balloon, and it's another 3-star for We Stay Active. This is what I wanted to see from these guys. They're not intimidated by a name. We all know what United Gaming can do. We all know what kind of base builder Ghost is. But Caribou steps up, takes this base down. I really love the play here. Check this out. Since the Royal Champion's invisible and those Ice Golems weren't damaging any troops, the Royal Champion's just like, what Ice Golem? I'm going to the Rico Cannon. Let me get this out and get in there and get to the multi.
Yeah, and then she goes invisible. She engages the Ricochet Cannon, and that makes so that the Ricochet Cannon doesn't bounce off of her and kill the Fox there. He's able to get down quick enough there, and as you saw, the RC ability just sweeps out the backside of the base. Love to see that. That was a good Lalo. And I mean, it matches the Lalo that Rigo Torres put up. In fact, it was a lot even cleaner because he didn't have any mistakes there. Everything went to plan. Everything was very, very smooth. That maybe the only thing that he could have changed on that was just slightly more value out of the lightning. But he managed it perfectly, and he wasn't going to get the queen down anyways. Like, it was like a 6 lightning and 1 quake one there, where if you want to get the queen, you had to use like 7 lightning.
Yeah.
But I think he could have reached over and got the air defense. But he had it under control, so it wasn't a problem.
Yeah. King stepped in there, and it was all good, so no worries there. But it is 3 triples in a war, and Ghost is up next, and we got our first Root Rider attack of the war. And this one, he's going all the way across. It's a full send with Valkyries in here, Eric. Remember, Valk's got a new level, but we still don't see them used a ton. Can this get through here? This could be wild.
I've seen a handful of teams really liking this mix of Root Riders and Valkyries here, because when you deploy a couple of Root Riders and Valkyries on the flank, then it makes so that your heroes are going to go more directly to the base there. Like, it gets the funneling done, clears all the trash there. I mean, I've been doing it personally with, like, Wizards and stuff like that, but Valkyries do it better as far as I've seen. So he will just broadside across the base here, and against these box spaces, this one actually does pretty decent. However, Log Launcher does not get the walls open all the way to the core. He does have Battle Builders repairing the single Inferno deep in the middle of the base there, but that's going to start to potentially taking out some Root Riders, but they'll step into it. They get the single Inferno down very quickly. He's got Root Riders over to the right side scatter shot. He's got RC over to the left side scatter shot, and everybody's going to march right into the town hall, and he's got good flanks, and he's looking healthy all around.
This just sweeps through the base. It reminds me of the old Super Witch attacks where it just sweeps through and you just kind of see the base being leveled layer by layer by layer. And Ghost is looking really strong here. So as Queen ability, Royal Champion ability, looks like this was the right choice for this box style base. A very good selection, and these two teams have come to play. They know what's on the line here in week 4. They know they want to make it to the challenge finals, and all we got to do is get a couple victories to secure their place. One victory, they still might get in. But you want to get those 2 victories if at all possible. And it's going to be a 3-star for Ghost. Not only that, Eric, that was a quick 3-star, about 1:41 on that one. Because remember, it does come down to stars and then percent. And then if those are tied, it comes down to time.
Absolutely. So every time you have a chance to improve efficiency, especially in this high of a caliber match, then you need to take that opportunity. And this is a very fast attack. I feel like the Root Riders are bringing Valkyries back into the meta, and Valkyries are making such a strong return. When you have all that tanking out in front of them, when you have the extra damage output of the Valkyries there combined with the high HPs, and then all the walls just getting opened up as you go through the base there. It's like these troops were built for each other, because there's so much synergy. We're seeing so many people have so much success with this attack here, and it is bringing Valkyries back to the meta. It's very exciting.
Yeah, and with the Root Riders, you mentioned like the log launcher rather, didn't get that last wall open. Doesn't matter. The Roots are just going to plow straight forward and open up the base. I think that's what allows these Valkyries to kind of do their thing. If you remember, like back at Town Hall 9 meta, where you would like Quake open the base so the Valks could just run all through. I think that's why this is working so well. The Roots are opening up the base so the Valks can surge in there, take it down all those buildings. Very nice, very clean attack, but it's 4 triples in a row, Eric. Is anyone going to make a mistake here? That's going to be our question, right? I mean, I'm going to pose it early here.
Well, the only team that's been consistently getting the perfect wars was Savage Elite, and they're undefeated at the top of the boards. They're already qualified to challenge. These guys have not been able to pull out that same kind of record. So, I mean, it could definitely end up with a couple misses here. I don't think that both of these teams will go flawless. I don't anticipate a double perfect war. I feel like somebody's going to make a mistake, and you just got to be on the side that doesn't make it. So, I guess we'll find out here shortly.
And we've seen a lot of these close wars where it's like the mistake is like a 98%. So it's like barely a mistake. So there's very little wiggle room.